Bro, you have to keep more body tension. The what? Yeah, you know, the body tension. What is body tension? In calisthenics, breakdance, gymnastics in general, climbing and so on, we talk a lot about body tension and that it's super important. Doesn't matter if it's a front lever, a windmill or a simple pull-up. But as I searched for body tension, I found not what I was looking for. It was mostly how stress and anxiety impacts body tension and vice versa. But that's not exactly what we talk about. So what is body tension? And why is it important to notice? Let's find it out. When thinking about body tension, what comes to mind to most people is actually something like neck pain. If you, I don't know, have a bad sleep, your muscles, or more specifically your muscle groups, tense. More tension means worse circulation of the blood, therefore worse oxygen uptake, and this can be an endless circle. In gymnastics, climbing or whatever, when we talk about body tension, we also mean muscle or muscular tension. Generally, body tension is also called body tightening. In my definition, body tension describes several muscle groups working together and simultaneously to resist and persist an external factor, which is, in calisthenics or b-boying, gravity. I mean, without gravity, you would also not need body tension. I'm sure that a planche in space is definitely easier. Look at the tuck planche. Which muscle groups are involved? Almost all. So what else does body tension include besides the actual contraction of the muscle? It's the coordination of multiple muscle groups working together in synergy. Body tension itself is a specific form of muscle activation called isometric contraction. Muscles can not only be activated via flexion or extension, like we know it from the biceps curls, for example, which are basically eccentric and concentric contractions. They can also be activated without changing their length. With that, you generate this internal force which allows you to hold a position. When keeping body tension, you also block your joints and restrict your flexibility in some way. During a handstand, for example, that's very important. Otherwise, you will be bent like a banana. Or even worse. Obviously and importantly, the more you train not only the isolated muscle groups, but the interplay between multiple muscle groups, the faster you will reach your goal. Think about a bodybuilder. Each muscle is perfectly shaped, very strong in regards to push and pull, but let him do a handstand or a tuck planche. Handstands, for example, do not only require visual coordination, but the coordination in regards to muscle activation as well. That is the reason why so many apparently skinny dudes, including me, can perform such skills without having arms like Dwayne. So body tension has two components. First of all, strength. I mean, don't misunderstand me, you need some strength to hold a certain position. And secondly, coordination. And both, at the end of the day, we call skill. You develop, let me call it, functional strength when performing a certain skill. At the same time, and that's very important, you train additional underlying muscle groups. Have you ever trained for a handstand or a back lever? The next day you wake up, you have pain in areas you did not know even existed. Besides the major players, like for example the quads, traps, lats, etc., we additionally engage all these very important and supportive muscle groups behind them. This strengthens you tremendously and your stability, coordination and overall strength skyrockets. And with these functional exercises, many people say that they could even decrease their back pain and increase their overall well-being. Alright, but how does this help us now? As I said, body tension includes the interplay between muscle groups. The thing is, all these great exercises like the windmill, flare, head spin, front lever, even the muscle up are full body exercises. Their body tension is absolutely crucial to succeed. One specific area has the biggest impact on your body tension and therefore on your ability to learn these skills, and that is your core. Your core and lower back is the connecting point. Therefore, the solution sounds simple: core exercises. But training the core in isolation does for sure not train the deep musculature you need for your skill. There is a cool series of exercises called the Bunkie Test, which targets your whole body basically, but it's especially designed as an endurance workout for your core. These exercises focus on so-called stabilizing lines, and that are the exercises to improve upper and lower body coordination. But that's of course not all. For more amazing core exercises, check out this video. In my opinion, the best and fastest way to learn a skill is to train the skill. Preparation is great, but it has its limits. If you want to learn the L-sit, not only train the individual muscle groups, but most importantly, the interplay between them. And if the L-sit itself is too hard to hold, go one step back and train similar moves. For example, you can bend your legs in the beginning. At least this will already go into the direction of the L-sit, as it includes all these connective muscle groups. I personally follow this philosophy since I started, and I can just emphasize that the stronger your core is and the more variations you train to train this specific interplay of the muscle groups, the easier it will be to learn any skill. Building up body tension takes time, and not only your muscles, but also your brain must get used to it. So don't rush, enjoy the workout and trust in the process. On a long term, a strong core is 100% worth it, and not only very beneficial for the skill you want to learn, but for your health in general. I hope you enjoyed it and that you can use this as a leverage to improve any skill you want to learn. Make sure to subscribe for more videos. Take care and see you next time.